What's up everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing another crypto game review called Splinterlands. Splinterlands is a card battle game that gives you the opportunity to play to earn. It has its own ecosystem, its own market for trading the crypto token, and also its own market of trading the card, which is the most important asset in the game. However, there are some downsides of playing in a strategic focus game that's play to earn in nature. So in this video, hopefully you'll learn something from it, and if you find the video helpful, please give me a like on the video, comment on the video, and if you like my channel and my content, subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you. After I've logged on to the platform, I will have to go through the tutorials because obviously I'm very new at this. And Splinter is another play to earn game that's absolutely fantastic, it seems like. So it's basically selecting your hero from Hearthstone. So let's pick this guy. Since we know Kazi likes to play death, we can use that to our advantage. All right, let's click battle. What the hell is happening? Once both you and your opponent have submitted your teams, the battle will play out automatically according to the game rules. Click rumble to start watching the fight. Oh my god, so I don't have to do anything. I wonder how much RNG is in this. I don't know what's happening, but... Oh, my tank is gone. Oh. This guy's gonna die. Yep. Oh no. I can't lose this, right? Oh no. Oh, I'm dead. I thought I was gonna win this. Oh wait, I won. So here is the market of Splinterlands. And here's where you can buy all the awesome cards or the powerful cards or the rare cards that you want. And it actually has very high transaction volume, around 70,000 over the past 24 hours. And we can take a look at some of the cards that are basically considered collectibles. For example, the gold cards, and it's the legendary ranking. This one's marked at $133,000. And let's take a look. So it hasn't been traded before, but it's obviously a very expensive item if you want to own that. But we can look at ones that are relatively cheaper. So things like the $25,000 card. No one has bought it yet, so that's very interesting to see. We can take a look at some of the prices without the gold card. There's the normal regular cards, and one of the most rare regular cards is value or is priced at $14,500, and it's been sold once before, I think, which is pretty crazy. Just imagine the amount of money spent in this ecosystem. And that's what you need in a Web3/ decentralized game. You need a community of dedicated and devoted users contributing to the ecosystem. And in this case, contributing to the market that it's building. And we can take a look at how you can actually earn some tokens by playing the game. So the main token used in Splinterlands is DEC, Dark Energy Crystals. And if you want to take a look at the valuation right now, it's actually 0.001523 per token. And if you take a look at the all-time graph, at one point in time, it spiked up all the way to 0.007 or 0.1. So, and then it spiked down, and then it came crashing down immediately. Not sure what happened then, but as you can see, it hovers around the 0.01 range, but now it's lost most of its value since its peak. And you can actually, by playing the game normally, just playing the rank level, and then if you win, you get rewarded for the dark energy crystal. And the higher you rank, the higher the league, the more money you can earn by winning a game. So this game basically encourages that you become a more active participant in this ecosystem, and in return you get rewarded with the winning prizes and cryptocurrency. Another cryptocurrency that Splinterlands uses is called Splinter Shards. It's just so long and hard to say. Splinter Shards. And what it does is the governance token for the Splinter Shards blockchain. And because it is a governance token, and you can stake the token and receive about 24% return per year, which is pretty good in terms of the return on Splinter Shards. But as you can probably tell, one of the risks is the potential for the SPS to decrease in value, and boy oh boy has it really gone down in value since its spike. SPS Splinter Shards over the past year or so has went from almost $1 to currently 0.1, which is kind of a lot, and it's sitting at $76 million market cap. So it just proves to you, even with staking, you really have to invest in a coin at a right price. But if you believe in the ecosystem, and if you believe in this game, the market, and the player base, this is an absolutely a great investment. And the way you can buy them is actually you can buy them off of a link, Get SPS, like this. You can use a credit card or just exchange your crypto tokens just like that. Another way for you to earn money in Splinterlands is actually participating in tournaments. And look, you can see the prizes. This one is $629 for the prizes, and this one has $4,000 if you win the tournament. Absolutely insane. And you obviously have to pay a small price to participate in the tournament as an entry fee. And some of them are in SPS, some of them are in DEC, and I'm sure you can just tell they're gonna be really challenging. It's basically like any tournaments that you participate in, like poker or whatever it is, that you go in and then use the cards that you have and try to win among your player base. You can take a look at this. So the fourth place get about 2160 SPS. So that translated to about $216. So that's really decent, right? For an entry fee of about 20 cents or $2. So if you have really great cards, very rare card and very powerful cards, and you participate in events like this, and then you can basically grind through the entire tournament and earn money that way. So in order to actually be a participant of this Metaverse Splinterlands, you really need to get the Summoner Spellbook. I see it basically as the cost of entering into the Metaverse. It's like the ticket. Because if you don't have a Summoner Spellbook, you can't really record anything. Like if you win a battle, it doesn't get recorded. If you get a card, it doesn't get recorded. And if you get coins, you cannot get them. So basically, you need to get the Summoner Spellbook, and it's only $10. And you can pay with PayPal using cash, which I recommend, or you can use crypto. I personally I don't like using crypto because you never know what $10 worth of crypto will be in like 20 years or like 30 years or like 5 years. And remember that guy who spent 7,000 Bitcoins to buy a pizza? My goodness, the most expensive pizza ever, right? So after talking about the pros and the benefits of playing in a decentralized game and playing in Splinterlands, I want to talk about some of the downsides of actually playing in a decentralized strategic game. So as I mentioned before, as you can probably tell, it's so difficult to win any sort of game in this metaverse unless you actually dedicate a lot of time and a lot of resources into grinding. So for example, for the past 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 games, I won one. That's because I only have starter cards, and these people have been around for quite a bit, and they are using the cards that they've gained, whether by buying them or somehow getting them somewhere, and then they just keep on beating me. And so that's proposes one of the challenges or one of the difficulties in this sort of play to earn system, which is it's hard to balance. It's hard to balance the game fairly, because these people, in order to participate in this metaverse, you're buying into the game, and as you invest more money into it, because you're now no longer spending just your time, you're spending your money as well. You buy those very rare cards and very powerful cards, and you can see by some rare cards, they cost a lot of money, right? And then would it be fair to those people who invested a lot of money that these cards can just be beaten by some random starter card? It doesn't really make sense for those people who spend a lot of money and resources into the game and they leave the game. But now come to the flip side, those people who hasn't been around, those new players like me who are joining the game, and then now you come into a place where there are a lot of people who spend a lot of resources in the game, and then you, in order to catch up, you have to spend money just so you can play at an even footing. And sometimes you gotta spend a lot more money than the other people who have spent money on, because those cards might have already appreciated in value, or the token has become more expensive. So now you gotta spend more money just so you can be on the same level as those people. It's kind of like real life, right? Like people moving to expensive cities, those house prices became very expensive. For example, houses in, let's say, the 80s might cost $50,000, but due to inflations and people moving to a desirable areas and improvements in X, Y, and Z, now those houses are worth $500,000 or like $1 million, or if not $2 million, and sometimes even crazier number in different area, for example, California or San Francisco. And so this is the exact scenario, but I think that's one of the detriment of a strategic gaming ecosystem, because you're no longer relying solely on your skills. You're relying on a lot of the play to win element. And if it were a free game, for example, like Hearthstone, there are still cards and combos that you can draw, that you can combine and try to make it as relatively balanced as possible. So I remember watching this guy who used just starter cards to beat very, very powerful combos and very powerful deck. And that's definitely possible. And because they're not motivated, those companies are not motivated by you spending those people are motivated by you spending time in the ecosystem and being an active participant in the game, and hope that you'll purchase deck. While in this case, that element has shifted a lot more towards the other end of the spectrum, where they want you to spend more money, to buy into the ecosystem, so participants can get rewarded within the ecosystem who had joined and played before. So that became very, very challenging, and it's no longer as much a skill-based game as it should have been. So it has become less fun for people who doesn't really have the money or the resources to get into this higher stake play to earn game. So even though there are a lot of great promises of Web3 and decentralized gaming, things like play to earn and decentralized community and governance and staking rewards, there are still some challenges in the game. Like, for example, how do you balance the game? How do you reward early player who built up the community, but at the same time trying to lower the barrier of entry for new players. For example, in Splinterlands, those people, early players, might already only spend $100 to buy some of the most rare cards in the game. But now, as the value and the ecosystem grew, the prices of those rare cards has elevated to a level never seen before, in the 10,000 range, $1,000 range. So in order for those future and new players to try to be on the same level playing field, they need to spend thousands of dollars just so they can get started and have a fighting chance. So it's very, very hard to balance a play to earn, a decentralized game. I also did another crypto game review called EV.io, where it's first person shooting. You can take a look right here or here. It's absolutely fantastic. I think that sort of game mode provides a lot more opportunities for new players to join and participate, because you can spend time training your character movement. You can spend time training your aim, and it's a lot more skill based, and therefore even with potential NFT drops in the future in that game, you can still have a fighting chance, a way to really rack up experiences and try to become a huge player in that metaverse. And that's gonna be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and comment on the video, and I'll do even more decentralized game and play to earn game, because I truly believe that metaverse is real, it's coming, and it's gonna add a lot more value, but it has to start with the gamers. Thank you for watching. Take it easy.